What's up, YouTube? I am Z-Town Train, and this is just a basic dude vlog. Welcome to the 100 subscriber special. I'm really excited to have hit 100 subscribers because it was a goal that I had set when I started making content again a few months ago. Now, I know, as well as anybody else does, that honestly the sub count doesn't matter that much, the view count doesn't matter that much. As long as you're trying to make a quality video that's informative to people, that's the way that I feel like the video should be. Like, I do reviews and we talk about things that I'm interested in for fun for me, but also because I want it to be informative for you. So, that said, this video is going to be split into a couple of different parts because it's going to be a long video. A series, if you will, but compressed into a couple of days of videos as opposed to stretching it out over a couple of months, which was my original plan. So for the 100 subscriber special, we're going to look at everything that's in what I call the bag of tricks. Okay? Now, the bag of tricks is this sling bag. And I know sling bags are super trendy, and that's what I call this one, is very trendy, but I thought it was so wicked cool when I bought this bag. This bag came from a store in Idaho, in northern Idaho, and it was one of those awesome Army surplus stores where they have like a cool mix of Army surplus and they have new stuff, and some of it is Mall Ninja stuff and some of it is actually good outdoor gear. They had cool books there. It was a really nice store. This bag right here was made by Red Rock Outdoor Gear. And I've had it since, I believe it was 2020 or 2021. I can't remember which year, right, offhand. I bought it when we were on a family trip. We rented a cabin, and we went on a hike, and we checked out some nature stuff. It was a lot of fun. And the bag's great. It looks small, but it's almost like a TARDIS. It looks small from the outside, and what's in it is big. Now, I designed the bag. My idea behind the bag of tricks, is based not really so much in the idea of a bug out bag. The idea is based more, for me, in a trapper's possibles bag. And that was a bag that a trapper kept on their body no matter what they were, where they were doing, and where their gear was. They kept their possibles bag. And what it had was like an extra knife, maybe some pemmican, some extra shot and powder for their guns. Little things that if they had this bag and got separated from everything else, that they could have a better chance of surviving as a trapper in the mountains in the 1800s. This is a little bit of a modern take. You can buy leather possibles bags online. This is a modern take on the possibles bag. Now, on the outside of this bag, I have some fun stuff and some stuff that I actually use. So a few years ago, we did a video on this guy, the UST Survival Beast tool. And to be honest, this thing's taken a real serious beating and lived. The flashlight still works. The tools did not break. The one thing that did break was it had a smaller key ring that was attached to it, and that key ring broke. So I put a new key ring in there that's thicker and tougher and hung him off the bag because he's got good tools on him. He's got a Phillips head, he's got a flat head, he's got a small knife blade, and a flashlight that can actually be really handy. So I added that to the outside of the bag, and he just kind of hangs there. We did a video on him. Also, we have our 7-inch Ozark Trail fixed blade knife on the outside of the bag. And I put that there so I could get to it if I needed to, but I also know that it's really secure because of the molly loops and because of the way that I know that this knife is built. I've used it enough that I trust it being on the outside of the bag, and I don't think I'm going to lose it. I keep a Sharpie marker, not just to use to write things down, but also to use in case I need to mark something that I can see that I know where the marks are for height. You could do a lot of stuff. Maybe you leave a signal for somebody on something in Sharpie. And so that's why I keep a Sharpie marker on the outside of the bag. In case I need lower level light or just a signal somewhere to mark distance and things like that, I keep our battery operated glow stick on the outside of the bag. And so I can just pull them out and use them for low level light if I don't want a full on flashlight, or I can put them down somewhere and mark how far I've gone by where I can see the light. There's a lot of really good useful purposes for it, and it's proven over the past couple of years to be tough for $1. Like, it lived in my truck for a long time, and that is a hostile environment for any piece of gear. I keep an extra carabiner clip in case I need to hang something up. I can tie loops to this and hang it out of a tree. I can use it. It's not a climbing clip. I can hang things by it. I can hang things off my bag with it like a water bottle. And it just makes everything just a little bit handier. And so I just leave that on the outside of the bag. We have, this is a new addition. I put the whistle on the outside of the bag. I'm not sure completely that this is where this is going to live, or that the plastic clip for the 4-function whistle is going to be, this is not his permanent home maybe. He is on a trial run. Also, I have this beer bottle opener made out of a 50 cal, and just because I think it's cool and it makes me happy. And if I wanted to open a bottle of beer or soda pop that had a pop top lid, well, there's my bottle opener, right? Not everything that has to do with the Possibles bag, or as I call it, the bag of tricks, has to do with just this very serious concept of survival or bug out. Some of the stuff in here is because I like it, or because it's fun, or because it's interesting, because I use it and I keep it around more for lots of different things. We took this camping and hiking, and it's more of a bag of stuff that you might need to use. I'm not saying that a bug out bag isn't a great concept. I'm just saying that's not what this is. So let's keep going. Now there is this really handy pocket on the back of the bag, and sometimes I keep a pistol in that pocket every once in a while, because it makes it really easy to get to in case I need to get to it. There is not one in the bag today, but what I do have in the back of this right now are glow sticks. This package has been opened because I use some of them, and we used to do like little glow stick parties with my kids, and so I kind of cycle through glow sticks a lot back when the kids were younger, and you know, who knows, we might do that again, but it was a lot of fun. I stuck this in there for safekeeping because I didn't want to lose it somewhere while I was putting everything away for the hurricane. This is the Ozark Trail 6-in-1 multi-tool knife that we just reviewed. We just did a video on this. So I threw him in that outside pocket, mostly because I didn't want to lose him. I'm not sure where this fits into my stuff just yet, and I'm also not sure whether or not maybe this is going to be a gift for somebody. Sorry about all the car noises. That's the way we make our videos sometimes. But we're going to keep going. So then I have paracord. So just small pieces in the outside of the pocket. This is where a lot of my extra paracord has landed over the years. When I do projects or make things out of paracord, sorry. When I do projects or make things out of paracord, or I use it, it just lands in the back of my bag. It's useful to have extra cordage, and a lot of people really get into how they store their cordage, and there's a lot of really cool videos about it and different uses of paracord. It's just really handy stuff to have around. You can strip out the inside and make multiple pieces of cord out of one paracord in case you need to use it for different things, or you have the one big strong piece of paracord. Some paracord you could probably tow your car with. So I keep that down in that pocket, and there's more of that actually in here. We have the outside. I have one zip tie. I find multiple uses for zip ties. You can use them to hang things, tie things together, make shelter. I have a love affair with the concept of having zip ties in your survival gear or bags that you would use. So I keep a zip tie down in the back just in case. It's just a handy place to keep a zip tie. What do I have in here? Let's see. Oh, this I did not know was in here. This is the firing pin. This is the extra firing pin for an AR-15. So I did know that was in there, actually. I remember putting it in there, but it would have been a happy find in the situation that I needed one. AA batteries for flashlights. Super important. I keep a pack of 4 in some places. Sometimes they get cycled through. If we run out of our regular batteries, we'll wind up going to the possibles bag because it's got some in there. Now, excuse me for one moment. Grab something here. Oh my gosh. Ever since that hurricane, it has slowly gotten more and more hot and more humid as the days have gone by. Now this is important. It's important enough that I took notes on it because I think it is an excellent piece of gear. So let me get my notes out a little bit here. Okay, now I normally don't script anything, but I just didn't want to get this wrong, right? I want it to be a good video and informative and show you guys things. You can ask questions in the comments of any piece of gear you see in here and why it's in there, or just ask anything. A lot of the stuff in my bag I've made videos on. This is just me throwing together videos for the next couple of days that are a big thank you because I didn't expect to reach 100 subscribers, and I did, so I'm really excited about it, to be honest. This flashlight, this was a gift, and I believe it was from my wife. I'm almost positive. This is the Ozark Trail OT200L flashlight. It has been the best flashlight ever. It's only 200 lumens, but honestly, it is a very bright flashlight. It runs on 2 AA batteries. It is shock proof. It has rubber gaskets, and this is also very sealed to keep water out of it. It is not waterproof, but it is definitely water resistant. Now mine, I threw this yellow tape around it, not because it was broken, because if I dropped it, I'll have that yellow tape to see it against a background that you couldn't see the gray color in. So I keep that yellow tape wrapped around that as a visual cue in case I drop my flashlight and lose it. This thing is double tough. If you look at it, I have ran it and it's been beaten up and used and dropped and been to war with me, basically. This thing has been a companion for a couple, 4 or 5 years now. The Ozark Trail OT200L. It's just the best flashlight I've ever owned. It's a good size. It's a good brightness. It takes a long time to run through 2 AA batteries in this flashlight. You get a lot of hours of use out of them. So this has just been absolutely one of the handiest pieces of gear I've ever owned. And it was a gift, and isn't that cool, right? So I think that this one is still available, but they might have changed the model numbers and things like that and come out with new stuff so they could sell more of them. But this one, it's got a great grip on it. See the lines, kind of keep your hand wrapped around it even if it's a little bit wet outside. And that tape kind of added to that even a little bit, right? The button is in the back. I'm not gonna shine a light in your face here. But it is a very bright flashlight, and it has just been absolutely my favorite one that I've ever owned, and it was such a good gift. It's been so nice. And it's been a few years, so that is one that hangs. If you look at the bag, he goes right here in this pocket on the strap. And it is very easy to get to there and handy. Kind of having a problem putting it back in there right now. But there we go. So it's very secure until you want to pull it out in that little pocket on that strap. It is just super handy. So if it's over your shoulder and you're going somewhere with it over your shoulder, you can just pull your flashlight out. A lot of time, I like to wear my bag more in the front, actually, when we're going somewhere and doing something. So I'll carry this like this. And I can still get to the light right here. So I'll carry it up front just because it's more comfortable for me. And it has been really handy. As we're going to make a series of videos about the bag of tricks, let's talk a little bit more about how that is going to go. So that was everything, that surprising amount of things that I keep on just on the outside of the bag of tricks. Things that are handy to get to or make the bag more convenient. As we go through this series of videos, we're going to see all of the stuff inside of the pockets, and we're going to get to the more kind of nitty-gritty things that I keep in here that are important to me. So I'm going to run this video for just a little bit longer, but it's still going to be more of a two-parter, maybe even a series of videos. Because I want to show you guys something that is in here that you might be interested in, that I did a video on a couple years ago. We still have the UST para hatchet, and I kept it in here just in case I needed to have something to split wood with or to do a little bit of heavier cutting with than just a smaller knife or a fixed blade knife. So this guy, believe it or not, he is so light that the convenience of the para hatchet definitely outweighs the fact that the weight out on the end of it isn't great for chopping things. I figured out that if you set it into a piece of wood and hit it with another piece of wood and baton it, that it works a lot better for splitting wood or cutting things than trying to hack your way through it. And it is, if you look, I've actually used it quite a bit, and it just stays in the bag of tricks. And I kind of wanted to show you guys that a lot of the stuff that we've talked about on my channel is stuff that I actually find convenient and use. There's some things on the channel, on the videos, that are not stuff that I use or carry, like the steel survival card. You know, it's just a gadget that we did a review on that honestly I don't think that there's much use for it. Or some of the kits that we have, that we went over, survival kits and first aid kits and things. I either added a lot of stuff to the kit and gave it away, or I used the waterproof thing for something else. It's just really not about just getting gear and reviewing it on the channel. It's about stuff that I think that is useful, and I want to tell everybody what is good to use, what is bad to use, what I use all the time, and what I haven't found a use for yet, right? It's really important to me, now that we're at the end of this particular part of the video, the very first of this series that we are going to finish out. I just want to thank everyone that has watched my videos. It is really cool to me to have broken 100 subscribers. That is something that I'm not going to go on and on about through my whole video career. I suppose career, what a weird word. But I do want to say thank you all very much for watching. Some of the videos that I've done recently have got a great amount of views on them, and just more than I've ever had before. And it's really neat. It's not about the views, of course, and it's not about the sub count and those things. But if a person doesn't appreciate milestones, then why do they deserve them? So I just wanted to come on here at the end of the outside, basically, of the Bag of Tricks video and tell you all that watched the video that I am grateful that you like my content. I am grateful for every single comment. I enjoy answering comments very much. I like that I have a cool mix of people that either are people in my life that I know that watch my videos, or people outside of my life that I don't know that come in and say, hey man, I've had one of these before. What do you think of this? And have ideas and questions and thoughts. And I enjoy that interaction when it comes to my YouTube channel, because it makes me feel like maybe the information that I'm putting out is worthwhile. And that's really important to me, is for the videos that I make to be informative and for people to also enjoy them, because I really like making them. I enjoy it. It's fun for me. I like, also, you know, there's that male ego of look at my toys, I guess. That is a thing. And I try to keep that at a minimum. But I just wanted to tell everyone thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Now, we are at the end of video number 1 of the 100 subscriber special series. This is going to be a series. I'm going to do it over the next couple of days. We're getting a video a day for a while. I love doing these videos outside, man. You never know what's going to happen. All right. Guys, I am Z-Town Train. This is the beginning of the Just a Basic Dude Vlog 100 subscriber special. And I hope you guys all have a great day. I am out of here. I'll see ya. I will see ya.